Well done, Bruno Fernandes. He swept the board, and quite rightly so as well, adding to his Premier League Player of the Year award and his Football Writers Player of the Year award. Bruno Fernandes this evening has been announced. It is now official. Bruno Fernandes is the PFA Player of the Year. Thoroughly deserved. You only have to look at that short list of players, the 6 players that were on that list that could have potentially won the award ahead of Bruno Fernandes. You only have to look through them to realise that it just was Bruno Fernandes all along. David Raya, Declan Rice, Gabriel, players from Arsenal you'd expect, Ryan Shirkey, Erling Haaland. I mean, come on, yes. A lot of the time, these big awards go to players that have won massive trophies. Like the Ballon d'Or, for instance. I mean, it's ridiculous. Some player could have played and done so much more for his team within that season, but because he didn't win a big trophy, he doesn't get recognised. I think the PFA have got it right. And the fact that it's Bruno Fernandes' peers, the players within the Premier League that are voting for this award as well, I think that tells you everything. The football writers got it right. They understand the influence and the impact of players. They watch the games week in, week out. They write about them. They see everything. They speak to the players. They hear the boos, the groans, and everything from the fans. And they voted Bruno Fernandes. His fellow pros voted him for the Premier League Player of the Year as well. And now the official one, the big one, the one that everybody wants for their own personal accolades and their trophy cabinets, is the PFA Player of the Year. Bruno Fernandes, quite rightly, gets this award from me. This is a man that has got the biggest shoulder and back muscles in the Premier League. He's been carrying the might and the mighty Manchester United for over half a decade on his shoulders. That's the impact and that's the influence that Bruno Fernandes has got. And that's why he deserves this award, because yet again, another consistent season of proving his worth to Manchester United in our worst period in Premier League history. Let's not forget that. Bruno still puts up the numbers, still carries his team forward. You may not like the way he plays. You may want to blame him. He's not bothered about being blamed. The one thing that Bruno Fernandes said when he walked through this door at Manchester United, and I'll always remember it, he'd played a few games and everyone was really impressed with him. Come back, he said. Come back in a year or in a few months and then let's see if you still like the way I play. That's a player that recognises who he is. He doesn't change through pressure. He doesn't change or cower away because he doesn't want to get the blame. Bruno Fernandes takes it all on his shoulders. He takes every single bit of critique and criticism from everywhere within the game, from pundits, from former players, from teammates, from fans, from the press. He takes it all and carries on doing exactly the same thing. And if Bruno Fernandes was in another team other than this disaster of what Manchester United has been since he joined it, he probably would have had some Ballon d'Or trophies to match up with the rest of the medals that he's actually got in his cabinets. This is how important Bruno Fernandes is to Manchester United. And for him to stick it out, for him to deal with that critique and criticism coming from every single corner and still perform to the levels that he has, and bear in mind, this season, the 25-26 season for which he's won this award and all of the others, he had 2 months off at the start of the season. He didn't even register his first assist until October. So that tells you how big it was. He broke the Premier League assist record. He's got the football writers. He's got the Premier League Player of the Year. Now the PFA on top of that is the icing and the cherry on top of the cake for the personal side of things for Bruno Fernandes. It's a shame that he hasn't got players like that around him. If you had 10 Bruno Fernandeses on that pitch, that would be the ultimate team in football. Bruno Fernandes, I think, sometimes gets forgotten about. He's just used as the scapegoat in a bad time. If Bruno Fernandes was in a City side under Pep, or he was in this Arsenal side right now, he'd be lauded as one of the greatest players to play in the Premier League, without a shadow of a doubt. And I don't care what you come back at me with in terms of the comment section on that. And on top of that as well, I honestly don't care what Arsenal, Manchester City fans actually think. It's your players that are picking him. So shut up, pipe down, and just accept that Bruno Fernandes is that level. Because I tell you what, there's no one in any of them teams that has consistently done it for the amount of years that Bruno Fernandes has. I can give you that for a definite right now. Yes, it's easy when you're in winning sides, but put any of them so-called big players at them clubs, at City, at Arsenal, at Liverpool, put them in the Man United side over the last 6 years and the carnage which has followed, and then tell me how good your players are. Because Bruno Fernandes fits into any Premier League side in now or the last 5 years. He goes into any of them teams. I think Bruno Fernandes goes into any of the best European teams in the world right now. He fits in everywhere he goes, and I think he deserves this. I think he more than deserves this honour, and I think he would have got more if he was in a better side. He has carried Manchester United. There's no other way of putting it, but he has literally just dragged this club, this team through the mud. Different managers, different owners now, different players. Bruno has dragged them all through it, and he's not got any recognition for it. It's about time he started to get these accolades and these awards on the personal side of things, because he really does deserve it. Before we get back to the video, I want to talk to you about something that's really impressed me. Look at these transformations. Oh my days. Michael Owen, £40 lost on his plan. Anita, £60 more lost on hers. And Linda, £50 lost on her Oxford Natural plan. Let's make it clear, and I'm going to tell you this from my own experience, you have to put the work in yourself. You have to want to make these changes and healthier changes in your life. But people have kept asking me, since working with Oxford Natural, what is the difference? Why do day and night supplements with Oxford Natural make such a big change? Well, that's because normal supplements only have one ingredient. Oxford Natural's Optimum Day supplements have 7 different ingredients in them. Ingredients like citicoline to help mental clarity, green tea extract to help metabolism. And when your day is over, Optimum Night supplements kick in and give you an extra 6 ingredients like ashwagandha to help deal with everyday stress in life, lavender to give you a better sleep quality as well. Both supplements combine together to the ultimate 24-hour system to help you through your day. If you're thinking it is time to make a change, click on the link in the description of this video or scan the QR code on your screen to get 70% off your first order when using promo code AdamFC. Now let's get back to the video. Look, I'm open for you to come into the comment section and tell me why one of the other candidates should have got this award, but I just don't see it. So you better come with a good argument. You better come with good reason as to why Bruno Fernandes doesn't deserve the PFA Player of the Year. The writing was on the wall already. He'd already won the other 2 awards, and I think it's already pretty much a well-known set in stone fact that if you're cruising to victory in them 2 awards, you're going to take the PFA one as well. But it's just good that he is going to get this PFA one and has beaten the other players to it. It's the recognition and the respect that Bruno Fernandes has got within the Premier League completely outweighs the disrespect off the pitch from fans, from media, from pundits, from everybody else. And look, I mentioned media then. They voted him the best player anyway in the Football Writers. So I think it might actually be changing. Do you know what? Bruno Fernandes is that type of player. You don't realise how good he is. You're never going to realise how good he was. And that word was. The only time you will is when he's gone. And that's how good a player I think he's going to prove to be to other people. When Bruno Fernandes isn't there and you take him out of Manchester United, I just think it's a different ballgame altogether. I really do. And I think people will start to realise what we have missed, what we we've got, what we had even. And that, I think Bruno deserves so much more respect. And hopefully this is the message to them hating and doubting Manchester United fans. Bruno Fernandes had a fantastic season. Celebrate it. And celebrate the fact that your player has outshone everybody else within this Premier League, which is probably one of the most competitive that it's ever been. Respect the player that you've got and give him the praise that he deserves, is what I say. Let me know what you think. Get into them comments and let me know. Should someone else have won it, or has Bruno walked this with ease like I think he has? Like the video, and of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button here on Adam FC for more content. I'll see you all in the next video.